Come on, Kendall! Yeah! Woo!
Teachers, staff, counselors, administrators, and friends, welcome to the 2025 Clay Chalkville High School graduation ceremony. And welcome most of all to my fellow classmates of 2025. We made it. Despite the obstacles that stood in our way, despite the challenges we faced, we made it. And let's be real, for some of us, this moment felt like it would never come, especially when senioritis kicked in around September of junior year. I would first like to thank a couple of people who helped us get to where we are today. Thank you to our teachers for pushing us to be our best, even in the times when we were trying to do the absolute least. Thank you to our friends who reminded us that the project was due today, not next week. Thank you to our families for pushing us to be our best. Thank you to our parents who have shaped us into the people we are. And above all, I thank God for guiding and believing in us, because without Him, I'd still be crying over that FAFSA form. When I sat down to write my speech for today, I thought long and hard about what I would say. And although what I say today may not change your life, I hope that it will give you something to think about. So I would like to start off with the question, what does it mean to be the future? Is it some distant place we're waiting to reach, or is it something we carry within us right now in this moment? I know for me, my future got real during sophomore year. That year had some of the best memories. Laughing with friends, hallway conversations, football games. But I also experienced one of the hardest challenges of my life, the loss of my biological mother. That moment didn't just shape me, it reshaped me. It taught me that grief doesn't come with instructions, but it also taught me something far more powerful, that the hardest moments shape the strongest leaders. And that with pain, when faced with courage, can become purpose. And just like me, I know every one of you has had something that has tried to knock them down. But the fact that we're all here still proves something important. We got back up, we kept moving, and we chose to keep showing up even when it was hard. And that choice, that's where leadership begins. As I look around this room today, I don't just see students, I see growth. I see individuals who have overcame, evolved, and risen above all else. I see future teachers, artists, engineers, entrepreneurs, and parents. I see leaders. We are a generation shaped by challenges. From the COVID-19 pandemic, mental health struggles, social media, and a changing economy, and yet, these very challenges didn't break us. They built us. They gave us the tools, the voice, and the resilience to step into what comes next. Because the future isn't waiting for us, it's watching us. Watching how we lead, watching how we speak up, and watching how we care for each other. Even if we still act like we don't know how to reply to a group project text. And watching how we rebuild what's broken. You know, the future isn't just something we step into, it's something we shape. And each of us will play a part in shaping it. So class of 2025, as we move forward into the future, I want us to ask ourselves these two things. What will we leave behind? And who will we lift up along the way? Because that's what leadership looks like. And that's how the future will remember us. Not just for what we achieved, but for who we became along the way. So class of 2025, be bold, be brave, and never forget the steps you took to get here. As the next generation, it is our responsibility to be the change that we want to see. We are resilient, we are ready, and we are the future. Thank you, congratulations, and let's go make greatness.